master's degree in social science from Kuwait University, worked in UK and 10 years plus in banking industry, then moved into public investment sector and teaching in college of applied education bachelor students after finding himself purpose and passion from the help of academic education, trainings and consultations.
We are back, dear viewers, to your show Good Morning Kuwait, and now we will go on with our second interview segment. Dr. Khalid Al-Mutar is a YouTuber, trainer, martial artist, podcaster, traveler, teacher, author, written 2 books, The Power of Me and The Daily Powers, which talked about personal development, change, growth and success in all areas of life, socially, financially, physically and emotionally. Let's welcome with pleasure Dr. Khalid Al-Mutar. Hello and good morning, Doctor.
Very good morning, Saad. Thank you for having me here.
You are most welcome. It's interesting to meet interesting people every day in our show, Good Morning Kuwait. First of all, YouTuber, trainer, martial artist, podcast, a lot of things. Tell us about yourself, Doctor.
Well, there's a point in my life which I was completely lost. I was, like you could say, in a black hole, and then it was like a wake-up call to me. So I had a lot of panic attacks, a lot of nervous breakdowns. So once I digged into that wake-up call, I found out a field which is called personal development.
Yes.
And it saved my life in order how to shift myself away from that black hole, and it changed my whole life.
Yes.
From the banking industry to becoming a professor and so forth.
So to the average viewer, tell us, what is the personal development? What is it and what is its benefits?
Well, personal development is a field that is put into place in order to enhance your skills.
Yes.
And the things that really mean valuable to you in order to achieve your goals.
Yes.
It boils down into 4 or 5 major aspects, which is your social aspect, your emotional, financial, mental and physical aspect. If you can take care of these things, you will be living in peace and you will strive and progress in your life wherever you go.
Yes. So amazing when you said, first of all, you were in the black hole and you were in this deep problems. Yes. So do you think everyone should hit that low bottom of the ground so they can feel they want to change?
Actually, no. To be honest, you do not need to go into this black hole.
Okay? You can start right now.
You can start as soon as you hear it. But
yes.
Unfortunately, a lot of people, or according to studies, 90% of people do have to face with crisis, do have to face with trauma in order to
yes.
progress and become better. So no, you do not need to go through this black hole, because yes, you will take it very seriously, but you do not need to wait. You can save a lot of time and start your journey from today.
Yes, personal development leads to success, confidence and happiness ultimately. Yes. Why do you think can we do without personal development? Why do you think these things will lead us to these things?
Well, personal development can make it very easy for you, can make that journey very easy for you, because yes. there is like set guidelines, strategies and blueprints, which if you follow, you can save a lot of failures, a lot of challenges, and you can enjoy more time with your success. So that is actually the beauty of personal development. Why would you want to start from zero where there is already a system put into place? All you can do is simply just follow. But the important thing is you have to be very coachable. You have to be willing to listen and apply from somebody who's already achieved the goals which you have already set.
What do you say to someone who says, I am happy, I don't need to be successful? Do you think that guy is successful?
Yeah, I mean, goals can be a state of mind. It can be something intangible. It does not have to be like a certain amount in the bank balance or a certain degree.
Yes.
It could be just a feeling of feeling in peace, feeling content and feeling grateful. So definitely, I highly recommend people to do the things that would lead them to happiness.
The explosion when you started made you like a martial artist, a podcaster, a YouTuber. Tell us about your journey on many fields you are participating in. Tell us, why did you choose to spread the word?
Well, thanks again to the personal development field and all my mentors and coaches, the events that I attend to, books and seminars, because I all felt like we are connected with each other. Like I cannot leave alone my emotional bank account and focus only on my financial bank account. or my social bank account, and leave alone my physical bank account. I felt like everything is connected with each other. So by default, automatically, once you become successful in one area of your life, you will feel like you need to strive and become successful in other areas as well.
Yes.
So you will set goals accordingly. So I had that burst of energy once everything became very clear to me. Once I understood that if I can focus on one thing at a time and accomplish it, I can save a lot of years of my life and become very successful and happy.
How do you suggest we start the journey of personal development?
Well, I can give you two strategies, of course, apart from the books that you can read, the seminars that you can attend, and also the mentors that you can follow, which can give you a lot of blueprints out there.
Yes.
The two strategies could be like you need to, it has to be with pen and paper. You need to start with writing your goals on a daily basis, because you can become very familiar with your goals. You can have that harmonious relationship with your goals. A lot of people are not willing actually to write their goals down. So if you do not
maybe Dr. Khan, maybe because they are very difficult to achieve and they fear failure.
Exactly.
What do you think? Because if I write down my goal is to lose 15 kilograms, or maybe achieve this or achieve this, I am writing something to fail on, because it's very difficult.
Exactly.
What do you say to that?
Well, that clearly shows that if you are afraid of your goals, that's a good sign actually, because they say if you write a goal which does not allow you to stretch and expand outside your comfort zone and horizon, it is not a goal worthwhile to achieve, because you as a person will not progress, you will not change, you will not step into other fields in order to become better.
Yes.
So actually it's a good thing to write something that you're afraid of. But the more you do it on a daily basis, the more you will be very familiar. You will know, okay, now I'm going to be a little afraid when I write it down, but I know myself, after 1 or 2 days, I'm going to be very friendly with my goal. There is going to be like a relationship. I'm going to be in harmony with it. And anything that you're in harmony with, you attract it very fast. Anything that you're afraid and you resist, you will not achieve it.
Yes, you are a YouTuber.
Yes.
What do you do on YouTube? What do you preach? What do you send to the people?
Well, I just share my life experiences, learnings, and stories. I actually love to say, okay, this is what I went through, this is what I did, and this is what I got. This is my story.
Yes.
If you're that type of person who is facing similar challenges or would like to achieve the goals which I have achieved, then here is a blueprint, or here is a way which you can follow in order to achieve it.
And what is the reaction did you see on YouTube? Do you think a lot of people reacting to what you're saying?
Yes, the participation is amazing, and especially after writing my first book. Actually, I remember in the book fair, a lot of people said, "Don't you do videos on YouTube?" I was like, "Yeah, oh, you're a blogger."
So you did the YouTube after they asked you?
After the book, yeah.
Yes.
After the
so let's talk about your book, The Power of Me.
Yes.
What is The Power of Me?
It's basically my story.
Your story?
Yes, it was inside of me like 10 years ago.
How did your story start exactly?
Well, I was not sure. According to 90% of people, I felt, because the people that I was surrounded with, we all faced the similar issue.
Yes.
I was not sure of the career to pick. I was not sure of the people that I would surround myself with socially. I was not sure when it comes to my emotional or even my financial.
Yes.
There was no like a strategy to follow. So I was lost. So that's how I started, and then I got faced with this black hole.
Yes.
After 8 years in the banking industry, I felt like, wait, I think everything I did, everything I studied is not important to me. Or actually, it did pay off, but at that time I was like, I think I chose the wrong path. So now it
takes courage to admit that you made a mistake.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. So we learn from our mistakes the most.
Yes.
Like you can
it's really
learn
interesting to know about this. Your story is really to make us wonder why we do what we do.
Exactly.
So you said reading, and let's talk about reading. How does reading change in one's life? Because you can develop yourself only by reading, actually.
Actually, yeah. Reading is a long-term fix.
Yes.
If you do your research and you find out what made super successful people successful,
Yes.
you will see it is reading. It's always about this. This book has changed my life. This book has changed my life. This book. So when I did my research, I was like, really? Can a 5KD book change someone's life and ultimately lead them to from where they were to where they are? So I was like, you know what? Let's not be arrogant. Let's give it a shot, and let's see if all these people are wrong who are successful, sharing how they became successful,
Yes.
or if I'm wrong. So when I did try it, actually, yes, they were right. A book really can change your life.
Sure.
And you will get to have a lot of focus, you will get to improve your memory,
Yes.
you will get to improve your vocabulary, and so many other benefits.
So actually, I have a lot of changes in my life because I read some books. So
Absolutely.
now tell me about how effective is the media in one's personal development and overall success?
Very effective. It became a major aspect, I believe, in all industries and fields, because you get to have a lot of communities, you get to share your stories, you get to help other people, and also it's like a motivating factor. Like every
And it's
day-
also dangerous.
and it's also it can be dangerous.
Yeah, but let's
absolutely.
talk about the not talk about the negative, but let's talk about
yes,
it. Yeah.
absolutely. Like take for example YouTube. How
Yes.
many people go on YouTube on a daily basis?
Hello.
Nearly all the world, 7 or 8 billion people.
Yeah, of course.
So the whole world is now shifting to the media for the purpose of learning, because YouTube is a learning platform. Most people who go to YouTube actually are going to learn something new. So the media is crucial.
Do you think we should warn people about YouTubers, because a lot of people can talk now? Everyone can talk.
Yeah.
Everyone can have their own show. Do you think we should warn them, or maybe be careful what we watch?
To be honest, I don't think warning would help as much as gaining knowledge. Like for example, when it comes to choosing the authors or the trainers or the speakers,
Yes.
out of the millions and millions and millions of options, I have my 5 best trainers that I actually trust and follow. So how did I come up with these 5 people? Is I did my homework.
Yes.
I read their books, I saw their videos, I
Yes.
actually applied what they preach and the principles, and I found really great results. So you don't need to follow any advice on YouTube. All you have to do is have that insight and knowledge from experience and from content and reading, so you can best pick your advice.
Yes. The second book, let's talk about it quickly. The Daily Powers.
Yes.
Tell us about this book, because you spoke about the other one.
Actually, the Daily Powers, once I did the Power of Me and I saw the amount of enthusiasm and motivation and desire from people in the
Yes.
book fairs and bookstores and so forth, it pushed me to write my second book within a year, because I felt like, okay, I believe what I'm doing now really has value and meaning, so let's continue doing it. But I changed the idea. I made it into like a calendar format.
Yeah.
Because I saw that once and it really helped and changed my
Yes.
life. So I said, okay, why not let the reader read 1 page a day? So for example, on today, you would only read on today's date that page.
That's interesting.
So there is 365 pages in that book and days that you can read from. You do not have to read the traditional way throughout the whole book.
It's really marvelous story of success. Thank you so much, Doctor,
you
for
very
being with us in Good Morning Kuwait.
Thank you very much for having me.
You are most welcome. That was Dr. Khalid Al-Mutar, author and professor. And now, dear viewers, we will go to this quick break and we will be right back.
Welcome back again, dear viewers, after this lovely interview with our dear guest, actually Khalid Al-Mutar. It was a lovely interview and a lovely subject.
It was interesting and marvelous to know about the story of success of Dr. Khalid, and I hope all the viewers took advantage of this interview because it was interesting and very beneficial to our viewers.
It's beneficial for sure, and even my dear guest, actually, Zainab Al-Msaylikh, about the Orange campaign, about the, let's say, spreading awareness about the violence against women. That's really amazing. Dear viewers, I hope you enjoyed our episode as much as we did. See you for next time and have a lovely day.
Take care, dear viewers, and see you tomorrow.